In 2025, the British Armed Forces have taken a decisive leap forward in missile technology, unveiling a new system that redefines strategic deterrence and combat efficiency. This advanced missile, developed in close partnership between the Ministry of Defence, B Systems, MBDA, and Kinetic, embodies years of research, innovation, and battlefield feedback. With Britain's increasing focus on agile, multi-domain operations, this missile system isn't just a weapon, it's a statement. Let's start with its core purpose: versatility. Designed to be deployed across all three services of the British Army, Royal Navy, and Royal Air Force, this missile is adaptable to a wide range of launch platforms. From ground-based mobile launchers to naval vertical launch systems and airborne strike aircraft, the 2025 missile is about interoperability and rapid deployment. The missile itself is a dual-role, precision strike weapon. Its range exceeds 500 kilometers, putting it firmly in the long-range category, but it's not just about reach, it's about accuracy. Incorporating next-generation GPS-denied navigation, AI-assisted target acquisition, and real-time mid-course updates, it can engage both moving and fortified targets with exceptional precision, even under heavy electronic warfare conditions. On the ground, the British Army has begun deploying this system as part of its Deep Recce Strike Brigade combat teams. Mounted on the newly upgraded Boxer mechanized infantry vehicles, the missile is launched from retractable canisters integrated directly into the vehicle's modular payload. This means strike capability without sacrificing troop transport or mobility. It can fire on the move, receive targeting data from drones or satellites, and redeploy before enemy counter-battery fire can respond. Meanwhile, the Royal Navy has adopted the missile aboard Type 26 and Type 31 frigates, enhancing the fleet's long-range land attack and anti-ship strike capabilities. The integration process was streamlined thanks to the missile's compatibility with NATO standard Mk-41 vertical launch systems. This ensures allied interoperability in joint operations with the US, France, and NATO partners. With this missile, British surface combatants can project power from hundreds of kilometers offshore, hitting targets deep inland with surgical precision. Perhaps the most striking implementation is with the Royal Air Force. Carried under the wings of the F-35B Lightning II and the Eurofighter Typhoon, the missile's aerodynamic design and low radar cross-section make it ideal for first strike missions. A major breakthrough in 2025 was the introduction of a variable propulsion system allowing the missile to cruise subsonically over long distances, then accelerate to high supersonic speeds in its terminal phase. This gives enemy defenses almost no time to react once the missile goes into final attack mode. But it's not just about platforms or range, it's about intelligence. The warhead, though powerful, is controlled by a guidance system powered by onboard machine learning. The AI can independently differentiate between decoys and real targets, even adjusting flight paths mid-course to avoid civilian infrastructure or to strike more tactically significant targets based on shifting battlefield data. This capability is particularly crucial in urban warfare, where civilian casualties must be avoided at all costs. Let's talk stealth. One of the key advancements in the 2025 missile is its reduced infrared and radar signature. Using composite materials and thermally managed coatings, the missile is hard to detect until it's already on top of the target. Combined with electronic jamming systems and terrain-following flight modes, it can sneak through even the most advanced layered air defense systems. And in trials, it's already demonstrated the ability to defeat systems like the Russian S-400 and China's HQ-22. There's also the matter of survivability, and not just in terms of the missile's ability to avoid interception, but also in the resilience of its support infrastructure. Thanks to satellite-independent navigation, it can still strike even in a GPS-jammed environment. And using redundant targeting inputs from drones, manned aircraft, and ground observers, so the missile can be cued into targets through a secure, encrypted mesh network operated by the UK's Defence Digital and NATO Cyber Command units. All of this is powered by British engineering at its finest. MBDA leads on the missile body and propulsion, while B Systems developed the modular warhead and guidance interface. Kinetic contributed the AI suite and countermeasures. The result is a fully sovereign capability developed, built, and fielded in the UK. This independence from foreign supply chains gives Britain both strategic autonomy and the ability to export to trusted allies. Speaking of exports, several NATO countries have already expressed interest. The Polish military, keen to upgrade their long-range strike capability, has begun evaluating the missile for use on their HIMARS-like launchers. Australia, too, sees potential for it to complement their Hunter-class frigates and F-35 squadrons. Early discussions suggest that the system could become a key pillar of NATO's future integrated missile defense network. The cost, while high, is justified by capability. At roughly £2.5 million per unit, this missile is not a mass-fire artillery PCO, it's a precision scalpel. And when compared to the cost of deploying a manned aircraft into contested airspace, or the consequences of collateral damage from less discriminating weapons, the value proposition becomes clear. Testing began in early 2024 on the Hebrides missile range, with live-fire exercises off the coast of Scotland. Results exceeded expectations. In one scenario, the missile was fired from an offshore Type 26 and struck a moving target on Salisbury Plain after receiving targeting updates from an RAF MQ-9B drone. In another, a ground-launched version struck a hardened bunker over 450 kilometers away, penetrating deep enough to neutralize the command structure inside. More than just a missile, this weapon represents a new doctrine. It's about empowering commanders with fast, flexible, and intelligent firepower that works across land, sea, and air domains. It's about deterrency, sending a clear message that Britain has the tools to respond swiftly and decisively to aggression anywhere on the globe. And in an age where the line between conventional and hybrid warfare is increasingly blurred, that capability is more important than ever. From the halls of Whitehall to the decks of HMS Queen Elizabeth, there is a renewed confidence in British military power, not just as a legacy of the past, but as a force for the future. This 2025 missile marks a turning point. A true fusion of precision, intelligence, and interoperability. As always, you're watching Motor Authority. We cover the technology that moves nations forward, from advanced vehicles to cutting-edge weaponry. If you found this video informative, like, subscribe, and share it with others who follow global defense developments. Drop a comment below. What do you think of Britain's new missile? How will it reshape future conflicts? Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and keep watching the skies.